Hey, what is going on guys, POG here and welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode number 132 and let's get on with the shoutout for today. So today's shoutout goes to Sam Harvey. Went ahead and left a comment saying, Pog, I love your videos. Every time I see a new video by you, it makes me jump with excitement. You are the best YouTuber and you are so awesome. Thanks for making me happy when I'm down. Also, your videos have encouraged me to make awesome videos myself and find more diamonds. Thanks. And I love everything that you do. You're the best. Thank you so much, Sam, for this beautiful comment. And I'm just here to welcome you to the shoutout room. It's just a very nice comment. I really like the point that you actually jump when I upload a new video. It's very nice, very awesome. So it just kind of shows how excited you actually get. So thank you so much again, and welcome to the shoutout room. So today I have a new project, but at the same time I have kind of completed the lighthouse. The lighthouse is obviously not done, but it's kind of the shape it's going to be. We're gonna have some lights going all around there, also the top there. I've got some torches, which looks pretty awesome. I've also kind of worked on a new project which is going to be over here, and a lot of people have asking me to make a farm. I do have an underwater farm, but I decided to make farm towers. Now, you might find this a bit strange, but at the same time, I want to put different colors to this world. I don't want the whole world to be just gray. I want to put different type of materials in the world itself. So, if you look here now, we've got the dark oak. We're going to use like birch and all this type of woods to make very nice towers. So, here we're going to have towers for every type of farm, such as wheat farm, melon farm, pumpkin farm. All of these stuff are going to have their own individual towers. So, it's just going to be pretty awesome. So, I'm going to put my bed down and kind of sleep. And right here it's going to be water, and we're also going to have like a minecart elevator kind of thing. So we're just going to use this to go upstairs, and I think it's going to be a very awesome way to get a lot of wheat. So this one here is just going to be the wheat farm. I decided to use more of a birch and dark oak theme for this one. So we're going to have like birch going on here like so. Let's do the same for this side and see what it looks like. In my opinion, it's going to look very, very nice. It's like a nice two-tone look. And let's just quickly jump there and look at it from the front again. And as you guys can see, I feel like this tower would be very nice the way it is. We would put some torches on every single part like so there. So torches there and a torch there all the way up. And I think this is a very nice two-tone touch for this build. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and work on the second floor because we obviously want to finish the tower itself before we can actually do more work to it. I feel like the elevator would be somewhere here. And another thing it makes me kind of want to do, or actually that thing will be done regardless because we're going to be putting some planks that's going to be going around like so. And that should block the way you can kind of see through, I should say. So once this is nicely there, if we go here, well, that's kind of nice because you can see the elevator from the outside, but at least you can't really see a opening. So that's pretty nice. I like it. So what are we going to do is actually kind of try to clear up my inventory. But as you guys can see, it's a pretty big of a mess. I haven't been cleaning my inventory for a bit, so unfortunately that's that. I've got this lily pads, so I'm going to put them actually like somewhere over here, just so that, you know, they got their own thing going on. And if you guys don't know, I feel like I'm going to be putting lily pads on top of the water so that I'm not going to be accidentally falling in it. And if you don't know, each single block will cover up 9 by 9 as far as I know. So I'll be more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to cover up this entire square with just one piece of water. So that's going to be pretty awesome. So what I'm going to be doing is using some type of material. So I guess I'll use the stone since that's something I really have quite a bit. But the next thing is we have a crafting table there. So I'm just going to go quickly and grab myself a glass panes because I can just turn this into glass panes, which should be pretty cool. So I've got 16 pieces here. I've got a chest here that I can put some of these stuff, so we're gonna put that there, grab that, and now I can put some glass where it's supposed to be, so somewhere like right here, example. And guys, I cannot wait to see this towers done. Like, this world is one of the biggest worlds I want to go for I've ever built in Minecraft, so I feel like it's gonna be very nice and very awesome, and I just want to be impressed by myself. I want to see the world we can build until I reach 100,000 subscribers. And speaking of that, guys, this whole week, like my channel has been like growing very fast. Okay, I really appreciate for all the support I've been getting. I've never ever in the history of this channel ever had hundreds of subscribers every single day. I mean, it's just amazing. It kind of is very nice that I'm gaining a lot of you guys that are enjoying the content. It's just very awesome, and I really appreciate that. And it's just, like I said, it's very awesome to see that after all these years. Okay, so we've got this dark oak planks, and we're gonna be using that because I guess that's the most I have. But we're gonna also leave a little hole in here so that I'll know that's where the elevator is going to be. Now, if you guys don't realize already, we should be having dirt over here. So when you look outside, you're going to be seeing more like the window. So somewhere here, this is going to be dirt over here. So if you look here from the dirt, you're going to be looking right out the window. And I feel like the way I want to do this is more like something like if it was going to be just 2 windows, I guess I should go for, or 3 windows. I think 2 windows will do the trick. But yeah, maybe 2 windows. I don't really want to have this very huge look. I feel like the look it will have is just supposed to have a lot of levels. So I feel like having just 2 height, so it would be something like, let me just quickly get my planks out. So it'll be more like something like this, and I feel like it's gonna look pretty awesome. So somewhere along these lines. So if we go all around here, and then we, oops, didn't mean to do that, but like if we put the birch wood in here and kind of build my way up over there, we can actually go ahead and see that this is working out pretty nicely. So if we look here, there we go. So yeah, we're gonna have dirt here. This is gonna be nicely blocked off, and I think it's just gonna look pretty awesome. So we're gonna be using these wooden planks like so to kind of go all around here. And obviously it's gonna be making me mess up a bit, but at the end of the day, it's not a big project, as you can see. Obviously it's a big tall project, but at the same time I decided to go with a smaller layout because I decided to split up each of the farms. So we're gonna have like one of these is gonna be wheat farm, the other one would be like a melon farm, and continuing on potato farm, carrot farm, the whole towers. So I feel like it's gonna be a nice project. It's gonna bring a lot of colors to the city itself, or the Pogs world, I should say. So I'm pretty excited for that. So we're gonna be putting this, that's gonna be going around there. I don't know how this whole thing is gonna look like, but I feel like it's gonna look pretty awesome. So I'm pretty excited. So let's see, we're gonna put some of these in here. And another thing is this kind of goes up like so. We're gonna be using this one that would connect to that one, and then we're gonna be using birch wood over here. And then we're going to be using the dark oak that's going to be connecting to the other side like this. And then obviously we need to block that off. And wow, this is not bad at all. I mean, this is going to look pretty awesome. So there we go. It's not that hard, obviously, as you can see. But it could use quite a bit of resources. And the good part about this is you can use whatever type of resources you want. So it's going to be pretty easy to make. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to take my shovel. I normally don't do this, but I'm going to be digging down like so. And what I'm going to do is kind of go and get a lot of dirt. I mean, somewhere that I feel like I'll be digging, obviously. I feel like this whole place is going to be like dug. So like right here, example. Obviously, the land I'm standing on is going to be staying nicely, but this side here, it's going to be nicely cleared up, just so we have a nice flat land for that part. So very nice touches. And doing this, it should be plenty of dirt right now to finish that whole part that I'm working on. So I hope this is enough stuff. I don't think I'm even collecting, so we're gonna be getting rid of that. And yeah, did I collect any of them? I feel like this is pretty easy to do. There we go. So we've got all the stuff. So we've got 2 stacks of 64. Next thing is I would like to plant some of these trees in here. I don't want to waste the saplings, so I'm just going to place all of these trees in here. I've got a bunch of saplings, as you can see. So planting this over here is going to look pretty awesome. So There we go. That's going to grow up a lot of trees, which is going to give me a lot of wood for future projects, such as all the other towers that I'll be working on. But at the same time, it's going to avoid me from going to the tree farm, and I can just collect them from here. Next projects after these towers is going to be building a tree farm. Bunch of tree farms that are going to be flatlands, and it's just going to be pretty awesome. Like, I have thoughts. That was a very easy way to grow it, but I have thoughts that it's going to be looking very awesome, so I'm pretty excited. And having like a lot of builds rather than making them all by levels, I think it's going to be pretty nice. So okay, so we got that look. It's going to be how it's going to be. It's going to go all the way up. It's just this first floor, it's going to have this house look. But after that, it's going to be a lot different, as you guys could imagine. So we're going to go up over here, and I'm going to be placing a dirt all around except the middle. So I'll be more like something like this. That's going to go all around, and except the elevator corner, which is that one there. And it will be going around except that one part in the middle. So the way I find this would be a lot easier is to go something like this. And so once you're left with only one block, that's the block you're going to be keeping and not touching really. And that uses a lot of dirt, I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect to use that much of a dirt, but it is there. So, oops, I think that's the middle. And there we go. So I was actually standing right on the middle. But my whole goal was, if you were here on the farm, you could kind of see the whole entire thing. So from those glass panes, you could walk and see the whole world. The next thing is you could get rid of this example and see a lot more. But I feel like I'll go for this way of look, and honestly, it looks pretty awesome. So not going to lie there. Gonna put that down there so I know where to go, and then we're gonna repeat the same process, except it's gonna be a lot different now. So we're gonna be digging up more towards here, like so. And what's gonna happen here is a lot different. So oopsie, I'm gonna have to go back up there. So okay, that should be enough. And I don't have enough dirt, so I guess I could forget about the dirt for now. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna be that hard to do that. All right, so we're gonna obviously have these that's gonna be going around. Okay, and the next thing is we're gonna have dirt that's gonna go all around except this one part here, which is that corner. So nicely here, gonna be a dirt that would go all around it so that we keep the look. Okay, I guess I could just block this because it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we're gonna be putting the planks, the birch planks, all the other corners, like so. Then we're gonna make a birch fences that's going to go all around like this. So by doing that, I think it's gonna look pretty awesome. So I'm gonna have to build myself a crafting table here, build myself quite a bit of sticks, because those take a lot of sticks if you don't know that. So now we're going to turn these into the birch fences. And I obviously don't need a lot, but at the same time I need quite a bit. So it's going to be enough for this level, but for the next one I think I'll need more. But you guys can see how fast you can actually go through the floors, and it's not that big of a project. So I think you guys can do this in your own world, and it should be a very nice project to have in your own world as a farm. So pretty excited to have this in this world, and I feel like it's gonna change the entire color theme for this world. And if you look over here, I kind of chose to build this a lot closer to the POG sign, just because this is something you're going to be staring at from the shoutout room, and second of all, this is I guess the only thing that has a different color in this world other than the whole city being gray. So I decided to just use wood so that the entire city will have a different type of look, and I feel like it's going to work out pretty nicely for this one. And the towers are all going to have their own color theme. So if you guys come up with a better color theme, make sure you leave me a comment down below so that I can use that for the second tower that I'll be building. But this first tower, it's going to be this birch and dark oak type towers. So I feel like something did not work out for me, honestly speaking, because this is not the way it's supposed to be. I feel like there had to be a ceiling, because this one part has to be here, so that, let me see here, I'm gonna put a torch right over there. So let me do this and I'll tell you what I think is wrong about this. Torches are pretty important. I feel like I missed to place it in this side. So let's go quickly place it, and then we're gonna also sleep. And you wanna kind of place all the torches whenever it's easy. So such as like right now, or when you're placing the windows, because these torches in survival are very painful to place. So you want to be set when you start doing this, start to finish example. There we go. Okay, so what I was thinking it's wrong is, as you can see, the dirt is not supposed to be this. It was supposed to be the same height, meaning the ceiling has to be a bit more towards higher. So such as here, we're supposed to have wood, like a dark oak example. So I'm gonna have to dig all this dirt like so. Okay, and the same time I'm gonna have to like place this blocks right here. And now we're gonna have more headroom over downstairs. And now I kind of know how this whole thing is gonna work out, because before it wasn't working the way it was supposed to, I should say. Alright, there we go. Let me just fix this up. So I feel like doing this, it's a lot better now because you have more headroom, so it feels a lot more spacious. Once the plants are grown, you could notice that they will be visible from the windows, and at the same time you can walk over the plants and kind of look outside, which will be a nice little kind of a difference to the farm, is that it could be also a tower looking around the world. So I really like that idea, so we're gonna go upstairs and see what we can do here. Now here, it's going to be replaced with dirt, obviously, all around like so, and except that corner there, just so we get the kind of the whole idea of how this is all gonna work out. So obviously we know here it's gonna be the way it is, and then so if we take birch wood, which is actually right over here, we can kind of put this layout going, something like this, just the way it's supposed to be. And we can do this on all corners like so. And by doing this, we're kind of almost getting right into the point to put a ceiling. So as you guys can see, 2 windows there, or I guess 2 height of the windows. And what ends up happening actually is we're going to have to go up here like so, place that there, and we can actually go around the whole building by doing this. And once this is all done, we can start placing the birch fences to go with the actual look of the tower. And now stop doing whatever I'm doing once we reach that point, because I need to have more dirt with me, and I'd like to also start the other towers so that I'll know what kind of color thing I'll be going on. So I would kind of suggest you guys to leave me some comments on the color themes you're thinking that I should be going with, because I think that'll be pretty awesome. So alright, so once we did this part, it looks like what we have to do is take my fences and go all around like so. I hope this is easy to understand, but It's not that hard once you kind of know the math of how much distance you need to leave, I guess. Because I personally don't understand the entire dimensions. I know just the interior has to be, the whole interior has to be 9 by 9 for you to have this same kind of farm. And we have one more there, so I can, or actually we have a lot more that was hidden in the inventory. But yeah, I feel like this is gonna be very nice. Next thing I wish is I kind of place the torches before actually placing this layout here. I think it would make the job a lot easier. And I should have some more torches in there, so we can just do so. You don't want to miss placing these torches because... Did I just... yeah, I think I misplaced that one because they're supposed to be closer to that. So somewhere... So it should be the second block there. Both for the other side as well. But I kind of think I put it somewhere there, so I have to go fix that. See, that's not where it's supposed to be. Yeah, so I misplaced this by an accident. I just have to quickly move them one block lower. Okay, there we go. Alright, so once this whole thing is done, example, we can now just start placing these this dark oak all around it. And by doing this, now we have more room to place more dirt and kind of continue on the entire farm. Okay, there we go. It's a lot faster once you get the hang of it. But yeah, I'd like to see you guys to build this farm because it's not hard and I think it looks pretty awesome. So the only way you can make this look a lot more the way you would like it to look is by just using more of the color theme that you prefer, because once you do that it will look a lot better. You just gotta go with the colors you want and it should be all good. Just gonna do that there. And this is the best place to have mobs spawning. So just to be safe, I'm gonna be lighting up the place a little by doing that. Now we're just gonna do the same for this side. We don't want any monsters to spawn in here. And we want to kind of open that part up because that should be nicely open. And yeah, it looks pretty bright up here. And I just have to kind of do the same steps for, you know, this side here. Gonna put some torches just to light this place up. We actually have to have some torches. So I feel like the best way to do it is by having torches that goes all around like this on all the levels actually, because then it's gonna be nice and safe. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back up. So I'm gonna get the dirt out. But we're gonna go back upstairs and fix up the way the torches are looking. So we're gonna have to have torch. Give me that back, please. Gonna have a torch that goes all around like so, the whole tower, because then we're gonna have equal lighting both inside and all the corners. So I feel like it's gonna look pretty nice. I just have to get rid of these ones. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's gonna be giving quite a bit of light, just enough to avoid mobs from spawning, and that's all we need. And this level, I guess I'm gonna leave it the way it is because I have to get myself a, you know, more levels in order to actually do that. So there we go. That shovel is so fast that it makes me almost be in hard situation, like almost getting me hurt, or I guess it is getting me hurt. Okay, so there's the tower. It looks pretty awesome, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna just put some torches that's going to be around here, like so, all around the corner, so we get the same color theme going, or light theme actually, to be exact. that back. Eco lighting is very nice. Alright. So, I feel like we're going to have some lighting interior-wise as well. So, by going here, yeah, I can see this farm working. I feel like it's something different about it. It looks pretty nice. And, like, I have no regrets whatsoever building it. I can't wait to have, you know, 4 or 5 more of these towers. Just probably different color theme going around this world. And I feel like it's going to give its own personality to the world. To have a kind of a tower farm. Because I feel like this is going to be pretty awesome. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please leave a like and also subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Turn on the bell notification to be updated for more Minecraft videos. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.